Hello everyone, good morning. We have already studied about properties of addition and subtraction of whole numbers. So today we are going to study about the properties of multiplication and division of whole number. So let's see properties of multiplication. First one, closure property of multiplication. This is same as closure property of addition, only in place of addition we have to use only the sign of subtraction here. So what this property says that the product of two whole number is a whole number. In addition, we already learned that the addition of, if you find the sum of two whole number, the answer is a whole number. In the same way, if you find the product of two whole number, that answer is also a whole number. Product means multiplication. For example, 3 and 6. These two are whole number. If you multiply 3 6 are 18. So you can say that yes, 18 is also a whole number. Here some of the examples are given. So in each of the following cases in the table, given numbers are whole numbers and the products obtained, namely 18, 28, 182 and 90. These are also a whole number. So generally we can say that if A and B are two whole number, then A cross B is also a whole number. The product of two whole number is also a whole number. Second property, the commutative property of multiplication. We know that the commutative property of addition is A plus B is equal to B plus A. But for multiplication it will be as A into B is equal to B into A. Or the product of two whole numbers remain the same irrespective of the order in which they are multiplied. Let's see by one example. 4 into 7, if you multiply we will get 28, or you multiply 7 into 4. If you change the places of 4 and 7 by interchange their places, or you change the order of the number, then you can say but the answer will be equal only. You can see here by this one. Here 4 columns and 7 rows. If you multiply, then also you will get the 28 small boxes. And if we take 7 columns and 7 rows and 4 columns, then also you will get the same answer. We will get small boxes. How many? 28. It means if we interchange or if we change the order of the number, the answer will not get affected. The answer will be same only. Same here, 8 into 7, 56, or 7 into 8, 7 8s are 56 only. So closure property means commutative property means A into B is equal to B into A. Then property of 1 for multiplication. The product of any given whole number and 1 is equal to the given whole number. For example, 17 into 1 is equal to 17, or 1 into 17. You can see that if we find the product, if we multiply any number with 1, the answer is the whole number itself. You can see we have taken whole number 17, and if you multiply by 1, then you got the answer as 17 only. Here 24 into 1, 24, or which is equal to 1 into 24. Or in generally we can say that if A is an whole number means any number, then A into 1 is equal to 1 into A, which is again equal to A. If you multiply 1 with any whole number, the answer is an whole number itself. Thus, this is the multiplication property of 1, and 1 is called identity element for multiplication or multiplicative identity. As we have seen in addition, if we add 0 to any whole number, the answer is a whole number itself. For example, 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. Same here. And 0 is known as identity. But here for multiplication, 1 is multiplicative identity or identity element. Then question number 4. Then fourth property, the multiplicative property of 0. Property of 0 means the product of any whole number and 0 is 0. If you multiply any number, any whole number with 0, the answer is 0 itself. So 3 into 0 is equal to 0, or 0 into 3 is also 0. So generally we can say that if A is any whole number, then A multiplies 0, which is equal to 0, or we can write it as 0 into A. So multiplicative property of 0 means the product of any given whole number and 0 is 0. The last property, as the most important property, is the associative property of multiplication. The product of three whole number remains the same irrespective of whether they are grouped and multiplied in the same order as that given, or they are grouped together after changing the order and then multiplied. Associative property means in addition we have taken 3 a, b, c are whole numbers. So a into a plus bracket b plus c is equal to bracket a plus b plus c. But here in place of plus we have to use here multiplication. So let us see by one example. Here we have taken 3 whole numbers 3, 4 and 5. We will multiply by changing the places of the column bracket. So bracket 3 into 4 into 5. Here bracket means first you have to multiply this two number, after that you have to multiply by 5. So 3 4s are 12. 12 into 5 is equal to 16. Now we'll change the places of the bracket. Here first we'll multiply 4 into 5, then after by 3. So 3 into 4 5s are 20, which is again equal to 60. So you can see that after changing the order or grouping the numbers with the different places, you can see that the answer is equal. So we can say that if a, b and c are any 3 whole number, then bracket a into b into c is equal to a into bracket b into c. The properties are same as addition only, but only the difference is that here you have to change the addition sign with multiplication sign. Or we can say that this property is also known as rearrangement property of multiplication. To find the several whole numbers, we need to multiply in order they are given, and we group them in easy combination to find their product. The last and the most important property of whole numbers, the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Here we have to distribute the sign of multiplication with addition. So the product obtained by multiplying the sum of two whole numbers by a third number is the same as the sum of product obtained by multiplying the two whole numbers separately by the third number. We will see by example. Here 9 plus 6 into 10. This one is given. We can write, for bracket means first you have to add, after that you have to multiply. So 9 plus 6 is 15 into 10, which is equal to 115. Or if you multiply 9 by 10, then 6 by 10, then also we'll get the same answer. So first you multiply 9, you multiply by 10, 9 into 10 plus then 6 by 10. So 6 multiply 10. So 9 tens are 90, 6 tens are 60. If we add, we'll get the answer as 50. So you can see, if we add first, then we multiply, or if we multiply the whole number separately, then also we'll get the same answer. So the product obtained by multiplying the sum of two whole number. So you can see that we have multiplied 10 by the sum of two whole number 9 plus 6 15, which is equal to 150, which is same as the sum of product obtained by multiplying the two whole numbers separately by third number. Here you can see we have multiplied 9 and 6 by the third number 10. After that multiplication we have added the answer. So then also we'll get the same answer. So you can see that this is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Or generally we can write it as, if a, b and c are any three whole numbers, then a into b plus c is equal to, first you have to multiply a by b plus then a by c. So this property is whole distributive property of multiplication with addition. If in place of addition, if subtraction is given, then nothing you have to do, you have to replace the sign of plus with minus. So you can see that we can write it as a into b minus c, then a into b minus a into c. So this property is very important, which one we have to use in solving the question of our exercise 2.3. So let us start our exercise 2.3. Question number 1. Find the product by suitable rearrangement. Here we have to arrange the numbers such that we can multiply it easily and fastly, as we have done in addition also. So you can see, if you multiply 4 into 25, after that by 166. So 4 into 25, 100. 100 into 166, which is equal to 16,600. You can see within 1 minute we have solved in a small minute of time we have completed this question. If you multiply it directly, first by 4 into 166, then by 25, you will get the same answer as 16,600, but it will be more complicated and time taken. So for finding the answer easy, we are arranging the numbers such that we should get 0 in the last. You can see 4 into 5. If you multiply 4 5s are 20, it means you'll get 0. That's why first you multiply 4 into 25, after that by 166. Second one, 8 into 291 into 125. Here you can see that you have to see the last ones place of the numbers. So 8 into 125. If you multiply this 2, 8 5s are 40. It means if you multiply this 125 by 8, you will get 0 in the last. So first you multiply 8 into 125, after that by 291. So 8 into 125, 1000 into 291, so 2,91,000. 625 into 279 into 16. You can see here 5 and 9 is given. If you multiply 9 by 5, 9 5s are 45. It means you will get 5 in the last. So no need to multiply this 2 number. Again we can see 9 and 6 1, this 2. 9 6 are 54. You can see if you multiply this 2 number, then also you will not get 0. Now I'll see the last 625 into 16. So 625 into 16 into 279. Here we have written in bracket. It means first we have to multiply this 2 number. So 625 into 16, which is equal to 10,000 into 279. So 2,79,000. You can see how easily we have solved these questions. Then question number 4th and 5th is left for you as a homework. Here also you have to first rearrange the numbers, after that you have to multiply. Now see the last question, 125 into 40 into 8 into 25. You can see how many numbers are given here? 4 numbers. So we will make the pairs of 2 number. So if you multiply 125 into 40, you will get 0 in the last. Same 25 into 8. So 125 into 40, 5000. 25 8s are 200. So 5000 into 200, which is equal to 1 lakh. So this is the answer. Now question number 2. Find the value of the following. In this question we have to use the law which we have studied, that distributive law of multiplication over addition. So using distributive law, A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. First we will see that this question is given in the form of A into B plus A into C. So the first work is to compare the given equation, the given question with the distributive law. So you can see that A into B plus A into C. Here you can see A is common, A is repeating 2 times. It means the number which is repeating 2 times, it is the value of A. So first we'll find the value of A, B, C. So value of A is 297, then B is 17 and C is 3. You have to compare A into B plus A into C with the given equation. So you can see A is 297, B is 17, plus again A is 297 and C is 3. It is given in the form of A into B plus A into C. So we have to change into A into bracket B plus C. So A into bracket B plus C, A is 297 into B is 17 plus 3. Here bracket means first you have to add, after that you have to multiply. So 297 into 20, which is equal to 5940. Then question number 2nd, 425 into 167 plus 233 into 425. In this question also first you have to find the value of ABC. So you can see which number is repeating here 2 times. 425, here also 425. It means the value of A is 425, B is 167 and C is 233. So this question is left for you as a homework. Now let's see the question number 3. 65 into 813 minus 613 into 65. So you can see that using distributive law, A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. It is given in form of A into B minus A into C. So we have to change into A into bracket B minus C. For that, first we'll find the value of ABC. Again you can see here which number is repeating 2 times? 65. Here also 65. It means the value of A is 65. Then B is 813. Then C is 613. Here in place of plus sign minus is given. So here also we have to use minus sign. Nothing you have to do. You have to compare only A into B minus A into C with the given question. Now put the value of A, B, C in this one. So A is 65 into B is 813 minus C is 613. So 65 into 200, which is equal to 13,000. question number 4. 15 into 719 into 7 minus 719 into 5. Here you can see in this question only two numbers are given, but here in place of two numbers, three numbers are given. So first we will multiply the given two numbers. So which number we have to multiply? You can see 719, here also 719. It means it is the value of A. So no need to multiply this number with any number. So we will multiply only 15 into 7 to change into a single number. So 15 into 7, 105 into 719 minus 719 into 5. You can see that this equation is changed in the form of A into B minus A into C. So again, what is the value of A here? 719, B is 105 and C is 5. So A into B minus C. 719 into B is 105 minus 5, which is equal to 100, and if you multiply we'll get 71,900. Then question number 5 is same as fourth one. Here in both places three numbers are given. 15 into 789 into 7 minus 7 into 789 into 5. So you can see here 7 and 789. Both numbers are repeating two times. So you can take any number as a value of A. So we have taken 789 as it is a bigger number to multiply. So we have taken 789 as a value of A. So first you multiply 15 into 7. You have to leave 789 as it is and multiply the remaining number. So first you multiply 15 into 7 into 789 minus 7 into 5 into 789. So here only we have to multiply only 15 into 7, which is equal to 105 into 789 minus 7 5s are 35 into 789 to change into the distributive law as A into B minus A into C. So you can see that 789 is repeating here two times. It means it is in both sides. So value of A is 789, B is 105 and C is 35. Now we'll put the value of into A into B minus C. So A is 789 into B 105 minus 35. So first we'll minus 789 into 70, which is equal to 55,230. Here you can multiply it directly also, then after that you minus, but you have to use here the properties. That's why first we will change into the using the distributive law. You have to solve this question. Then last one, 8,711 into 99 plus 8,711. Here you can see A into B plus A into C. Here no A number is given. So we can write it as 8,711 into 1. Because if you multiply 8,711 by 1, you will get the same answer. But using the distributive law, we have to write into 1 here. So you can see it is written in form of A into B plus A into C. And we know that it is equal to A into B plus C. So A is 8,711 into B is 99 and C is 1. So which is equal to 8,71,100. I hope you have understood the question number 2. Then question number 3. Find the product using suitable properties. In this question also you have to use property. And which property you have to use? Distributive property only. So given 783 into 103. Here you can see in this questions it is given in form of A into B plus A into C, and we have changed into A into bracket B plus C. But in question number 3 it is given in form of A into bracket B plus C, and we will have to change into A into B plus B A into C. Here A into C will come. So 783 into 103. We know that this type of question already we have done in chapter 1 also. So 783 into 103, we can write it as 100 plus 3. So we have to write first, we know that A into B plus C. So A into B plus A into, it will be as A into C. So A is 783. First we multiply 783 by 100. After that we will multiply 783 by 3. And which property is this? Distributive property. So 783 into 100, 7,83,000. 78,300 plus 783 into 3 is 2,214. After multiplication you have to add. So answer is 76,014. Nothing you have to do, you have to only open any of the number out of 2. Second one, 854 into 102. We know that we can write 102 as 100 plus 2. So using distributive property, first you have to multiply 854 by 100, then plus, after that you have to multiply 854 by 2. So first we multiply, after that we will add. So 854 into 100 is 85,400 plus 854 into 2, 1,708. So answer is 87,108. Then question number 3, 1005 into 168. Here you can see we have opened here 1000 plus 5 into 168. You can open any number which you want, which you find easy to calculate. So you can see easily we can multiply by 1000. Our answer will be easy to find. So we have opened 1005. So 1005 we can write it as 1000 plus 5 into 168. And we know that by distributive property, here we have to multiply 1000 by 168 plus after that 5 by 168. In this question also you can open 168 if you want to open it. Then you have to write 1005 as it is. So 1000 into 168 is 1,68,000 plus 168 into 5 is 8,040, which is equal to 1,68,840. Question number 4 is left for you as your homework. Then fifth one, 458 into 1005. So 458 into, we can write 1005 as 1000 plus 5. So by using distributive property, first you have to multiply 458 by 1000 plus then 458 by 5. After that, first we'll multiply, then we will add. So answer is 4,60,290. So question number 4th and 6th one is left for you as your homework and you have to do by yourself. Then question number 4, a taxi driver filled his car petrol tank with 40 liters of petrol on Monday. The next day, he filled the tank with 50 liters of petrol. If the petrol cost rupees 44 per liter, how much did he spend in all petrol? You can see that a taxi driver, he filled his car with petrol on Monday with how much petrol? 40 liters. So petrol quantity filled on Monday is 40 liters. Then the next day he filled the tank with 50 liters of petrol. Next day means Tuesday. So petrol quantity filled on Tuesday is 50 liter. So how much total petrol he is filling in his car? 40 plus 50, which is equal to 90 liter. If the petrol costs rupees 44 per liter, 44 per liter means the cost of petrol per liter or the cost of petrol for only 1 liter is rupees 44,000. So how much did he spend in all on petrol? We know that in 2 days he is using how many liters of petrol? 40 plus 50, 90. And for the cost of 1 liter is 44 rupees. So for cost of 90 liter it will be how much? 99 into 44. We know that we have to find for 1 too many. 1 means if the cost of 1 liter is 44 and we have to find the cost of how many liters of petrol? 90 liter. Here for 1 is given, we have to for 90, it means for 1 too many, so we always multiply. So total money spent is equal to 44 into 40 plus 5, 50, which is equal to 90. So 44 into 90, rupees 3,960. This one is a question of the type, if we want to find the cost for, for 1 liter it is given 44, so for 90 liter it will be 90 into 44. Then question number 5. A vendor supplies 32 liters of milk to a hotel in the morning and 68 liters of milk in the evening. If the milk costs rupees 15 per liter, how much money is due to the vendor per day? Milk quantity supplied in the morning. You can see in morning he is supplying 32 liters. 32 liter and 68 liters in the evening. So milk quantity supplied in the evening is 68 liter. It means total supply per day or total supply in 1 day is, it will be how much? Morning plus evening. So 32 plus 68, 100 liter. It means he is supplying 100 liters of milk in a single day. And the cost of milk per liter means the cost of 1 liter is rupees 15. So we have to find the cost of 100 liter. Again we have to find for 1 too many. Here the cost of 1 liter is given 15 and we have to find the cost of 100 liters milk. So we will multiply with rupees 15. So 15 into 100, which is equal to rupees 1500, or the total cost of milk per day. It means in single day the cost of total milk is rupees 1500. Hence the money is due to the vendor per day is rupees 1500. Or you can understand by one example. If the cost of one chocolate is rupees 2, so what will be the cost of 10 chocolate? It will be 20 only. It means if the cost of one chocolate is 2, so you have to, the cost of 10 chocolate will be 2 into 10, which is equal to 20. Same here. The cost of 1 liter is given rupees 15. So the cost of 100 liters of milk will be rupees 15 into 100. Now we'll see the properties of division of whole number. Here division is given. Rahul want to rearrange a group of 10 boys into a 2 boys each. Here it is a group of 10 boys is given and he want to make a group in which 2 boys will be there. So how many groups he want to make? So you can see here how many boys are given? 10. And he want to make a group of 2 boys. It means he will minus 2 boys each time. So 10 minus 2. This is the first group. So how many are left? 8. Then out of 8 he will make the second group. How many are left then? 6. Then again he will take out 2 boys. So 6 minus 2, 4. 4 minus 2, 2. And 2 minus 2, 0. So you can see that as multiplication is repeated addition, as we have seen that if we want to add any number, instead of adding directly we are multiplying it, and division is repeated subtraction. As in place of repeated addition, many times we are using multiplication. See, in the same way, if we want to subtract the number, we use in place of subtraction division. So we can see that if we want to make a group of 10 boys into 5 group, you can see that how many times we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means in 5 times there is no any boys are left. It means how many groups we have made of 10 boys? 5 boys. 5 group. So in other words, we can say that the group of 10 divided in 5 equal group of 2 boys. So instead of subtracting 5 times, we can write it as 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. It means of 10 boys, if we want to make a group of 2 boys out of 10 boys, we have to make how many groups? 5 groups. Now we'll see the properties of division. The quotient obtained after dividing a whole number by another whole number is necessarily a whole number. As we have seen that the addition of and subtraction of 2 whole number is, the addition and multiplication of 2 whole number is also an whole number. So in division, it is not necessary that if we divide any 2 whole number, the answer is also an whole number. For example, 15 divided by 3. If we divide 15 by 3, we'll get the answer as 5, and 5 is a whole number. But 13 divided by 13, if we divide 5 by 13, you will get the answer as decimal. But decimal is not an whole number. So you can see that if you divide any whole number, it is not necessary that the answer is also an whole number. Then we can say that if a and b is not equal to 0 are whole number, then a divided by b express, we can write it as a upon b is not necessarily a whole number. Here we are using rule of division. Rule of division means a whole number a when divided by a non-zero whole number. Non-zero means that second number should not be equal to 0. Other than 0, it can be any number, for example 1, 2, 3, but it should not be equal to 0. Then a whole number non-zero whole number is b, gives a quotient q and remainder r. Then by rule of division we can write it as a is equal to b into q plus r, where a and b are whole number, q is a quotient and r is a remainder. Then second property, if any whole number other than 0 is divided by the same number, the quotient is 1. Here you can see 6 divided by 6. If you divide 6 by 6, you will get the answer as 1. Or 18 divided by 18 is 1. If you divide any whole number by the same number, it means if we have divided 6 by 6, the quotient or the answer is 1 always, other than 0. So any whole number other than 0, you can see that it should not be equal to 0. But if divided by itself, the answer is 1. Or we can conclude that if a is any whole number other than 0, or a divided by a is equal to 1. Then third, if any whole number is divided by 1, the quotient is equal to the given number. Here as you can see 17 is a whole number and we have divided by 1. If we divide 17 by 1, answer is 17, the whole number itself. 18 divided by 1, if we divide 18 by 1, we'll get the answer as 18 only. So we can conclude, we can say that if any whole number divided by 1 gives the quotient as number itself. Here quotient means the answer. Or we can say that if a is any whole number, then a divided by 1 is equal to a, where a is any whole number. For example, we have taken here 17. So 17 divided by 1 is equal to 17. This is the general way to express our properties. Then fourth one, if 0 is divided by any whole number other than 0, the quotient is 0. If we divide 0 by any whole number, if we divide 0 by 1, 2, 3, 13, 15, then you will get the answer as only 0 only. So we should find a whole number which when multiplied by 13 gives 0. If we want to divide 0 by 13, so we have to find a number which multiplied by 13 gives 0. We know that if we multiply any number by 0, then only we'll get the answer as 0. So we can say that 0 divided by 13 is equal to 0, or 0 divided by 575 is 0. So we can conclude that 0 when divided by any whole number other than 0. It should not be 0 divided by 0. Other than 0 only gives 0. Or we can say that if a is a whole number other than 0, then 0 divided by a is equal to 0. If we divide 0 by any whole number, the answer is 0 always. Then the last one is division by 0. We know that if 0 is divided by any natural number, the result is 0. Natural number means the number which start from 1. If we divide 0 by 25, then also we'll get answer 0. If we divide 0 by 9999, then also answer is 0 only. So we can say that if we divide 0 by any whole number or any natural number, the answer is 0 always. But is division by 0 to any whole number allowed? The answer is no. Here it means, can we divide any whole number by 0? It means the reciprocal of this. Can we find the answer of 25 divided by 0? Now we see what happened when we divide by 0. If we divide 5 by 0, which is equal to n, we do not know the answer of 5. If we divide 5 by 0, we do not know the answer. So we can take it as n. N means any number. Then we can write it as n into 0 is equal to 5. And we know that if we multiply 0 with any number, the answer is 0 always, which is not equal to 5. It means it is false. So but there is no any value of n which makes this true. So we can say that if we put here n means we have to put any number such that if we multiply with 0, we should get 5. But we know that if in place of n we keep any number, we will get the answer 0 always, because if we multiply with 0, the answer is 0. So we can say that there is no any value of n which make this true. It means there is no any value of n for which if we multiply by 0, we'll get the answer as 5. So we can conclude that division by 0 is not allowed, or we can say that division by 0 is meaningless. Here it means we can find the answer of 0 divided by 25, but we cannot find the answer of 25 divided by 0, or we can say that we cannot divide any whole number by 0. So we will start our new exercise, the question number 6 of exercise 2.3 on the next step of our class.